Hey, I'm making this video to talk about a situation that have escalated a lot. It's a apology. It's not a confession, but it's an apology and a retraction. It all started. This is for Justin Marc, and also to squash the beef with Dave Lee. And after I talk about this, he's gonna remove his videos for his other channel, Analysis and Response. For Justin Marc, me and Justin Marc, we get along really well right now compared to before. It was all a misunderstanding, and it spiraled out of control. It all started with me criticizing Natural and Direct, and I didn't mean to. I didn't know that at that time he didn't know who I was. So he told me he was very dumbfounded when I criticized it. At that time, I saw 6 testimonials or lay testimonials, and I believed that was all there was, based on the evidence there. But he tells me now there's a lot more. This is just like he doesn't always collect it, but he has lots, lots. So I understand it now. And he told me that, you know, he wants me to retract everything, and I have retracted everything. I retracted all the videos about Justin Marc. I even took down the videos of Dave Lee or anything like that. It's all been misunderstanding. I have said some statements I didn't at that time. Sometimes I don't have a filter. I just say whatever. But I never meant it in a race kind of thing. I call him a brown monkey, right? I was thinking more of the animal or something more like physical. I know it's not the right thing to say, but it can be misconstrued as that. And that's not the point. The point is that I shouldn't have said that. And yes, and I want to say that I'm not a racist person. I have students who are every ethnicity. And this is for the Dave Lee side, not so much for Justin Marc. This has nothing to do with Justin Marc. I love white people. They say like, oh, he hates white dating coach. Just white dating coaches, white people. That's two very different things. White dating coaches, white people. That's a big jump because I love white people, white women. I've been in Europe, in countries that are Caucasian. They're very nice to me. There's no crime. Everyone is accepting of me. Just on the other side, the reason why there's two types I don't like. White dating coaches. It doesn't mean I hate them or anything like racist, but also racist people. I don't like that. It's because I didn't see that much proof from open to sex in their, for as a dating coach. I know this is not exactly something we should discuss here, but I didn't see that much of it. So this is factual. Only one dating coach, statistically speaking, has shown from open to close. So that's my gripe with. They just happen to be Caucasian, but it doesn't mean like I am against Caucasian people. So it was taken out of context, and I think saying that now for the record, I have no discrimination against white people. I got white students. I got white relatives. I have so many white students. So I want to say that's completely out of context, but that's not the point. The point is that some of these things that are being said, like human rights this and human rights that, I get it. But I have taken the first step to retract a lot of these things. I've taken all the posts away, and I don't want this to be misconstrued. For the Justin Marc thing, for the other thing I said, I want to take it back. I have already deleted everything. And also for calling, like, I wore a Pennywise mask, and he didn't like that either. And I get it because a lot of us, I call him like a dark tetrad sociopath, Pennywise eyes kind of. So I take that back. Okay, I'm sorry. That's the word. I'm sorry, because things like this. He told me at the time the reason why I realized that I'm really sorry is because when I was talking with Justin Marc, he told me, John, listen, I didn't come here to ruin your life. I didn't want to do that, right? I want to think about it. You're a good person, and I know you're trying to help the Asian men, or you're trying to help people. And that's when I realized that Justin Marc, he's a good person. We all have our personalities, which is what the world sees. Okay, we all have our We're dating coaches. Some of us, we all have an ego. Nobody likes to be attacked, and I think for all three of us, it became like. But when you see the inside, the character, when you look at my character, I've helped so many minorities as a dating coach. I had so many students getting results. I had suicidal students that are still here because of me that gets results. I've done a lot of good, and Justin and Marc sees that. And that's when I opened up to Justin and Marc, and I said, you know what? This guy, maybe I misjudged him. Justin and Marc, and I told him that, he told me that this hurts his business. And I was like, I had no idea. He told me that, and I was like, really? I asked him, did I really hurt your business? Right? I was like, oh shit, right? Oh, I am so sorry. Right? I didn't even know. And he said, yeah, it did. This is COVID-19, guys. This is like a time when it's a lot tougher. Although I'm doing fine in COVID-19, you have to understand it is a very different world for what most dating coaches are used to. Okay? And I apologize to him for that. I apologize for all the other things. And this is not a confession as in like I'm admitting to guilt. Of course not. Of course not. And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It means I'm retracting it and I'm apologizing if it hurts his feelings, or if I accidentally, right, hurt his business. Because I felt so bad when that happened. When he told me that, my heart sank right to the ground. At that very moment, my jaws dropped. Like, oh shit, I hurt his business. I didn't know that. That was like the worst thing. I felt like a piece of garbage when I said that. I was like, no way, no way. And it's like, yeah, I offer him like everything that I know that helped during COVID. I know there's a lot more that I can still offer, and I will. He can take the tips or not. It's up to him. But he says, John, I like that you have a very small audience and you can create a lot of conversions for students. So I'm giving him the knowledge or books or whatever like necessary advice that work for my business. It's out there. This is not like a competition. It's not like it's a buffet. Everyone can eat. And because of that, I'm taking back all of the post, everything regarding him. I've deleted all on my landing page. I've deleted all of the other sections of the site. For Dave Lee, I have taken down all the videos, and he was very surprised. He was like, really, John? You took down all the videos? At first, he would, when I unblocked him, and Justin says, after me and Justin, we really got along. That's what hurt the most. Because for me and Justin, we were like kindred spirits, because when he starts speaking about manifestation, he talked about all these spiritual concepts, and we were both talking about it. I was like, that's exactly what I understand. We both can manifest stuff around us. And I was like, I'm hurting a person that did not deserve this. And I didn't even know it. And I said some things I thought it was just with no filter, and I had no intentions of racism. But the point is, of course it'll hurt people's egos. It'll hurt people. And whether or not it gets misconstrued or not, the point is, it doesn't matter. The point is, just a client right now, Indian client, just asking me on, for coaching. All right, so the point is this. The point is, I didn't want to hurt him, and I'm gonna help Justin Marc if I can give tips or anything to improve. They do work. The stuff I've taught other people, it does work, and I have proven this with my student results. They have gotten results from copywriting, from sales. I'll offer them whatever I can. This is COVID-19, guys. I want you guys who are fans of Justin Marc out there to support him. You got to understand that all of us dating coaches, okay, even if it didn't affect me as much, because I switch over to more digital stuff. The thing is, it affected everyone else a lot. And you got to start supporting the people that, that you're fans of. And that's what I want his audience to do. I want all the stuff between me and Dave Lee. Whatever he said about me, I think it's misconstrued. It's not even accurate. But the point, it doesn't matter. I want it retracted. That's what he says. He says, John, what I want from you is that I want you to make an apology video and to say there's no more beef between me and Dave Lee. And that's exactly what I'm doing. There's no more beef between us. We'll never speak to each other again. We'll never speak about each other again. And I told him I took down all the videos. And that's when he opened up to me. He's like, really? All of it's down. He was like, oh, okay. Because I made so many videos about him. The thing is that sometimes, as dating coaches, me and him, we're not that forgiving of people. And I've never forgiven in my life. And that's bad. And I told him, like, he says, what should we do now at this stage? I said, forgive each other. I'm going to learn how to do it. We have caused each other a lot of damage. And now that I realize that Justin Marc is such a cool person, I would never ever say, if I knew him. We just started off on the wrong foot because Justin told me that they took down, you can't use the Facebook because, Mexico situation. And also, I didn't use an Instagram, so therefore we couldn't communicate. But if he could have, he would have said hi, and then we would have, communicate and be on good terms. We just never had the opportunity. And a lot of times he told me he was dumbfounded when he found out, like, John's saying this on his blog. He didn't understand any of it. And that's what made me felt like, like really bad, because what am I doing? Like, I just want to say it's all retracted. I apologize for all of these things. And for Dave Lee, despite what I say, it is not meant to be racist. Like, I have nothing against you. We just went back and forth a lot. I want the people that saw those videos about him, I want them not to come after him. I want you to just forgive and let go and, retract. The videos that he made about me, even though I think they're out of context stuff, it's just what I think. Completely out of context. But the point is, I want that retracted from your... So if you remember things of what we said to each other, I want you just to let it go. It's not worth it. And taking the step to, the first step. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a racist person. You should see my character, the one that Justin saw. Me and Justin, we get along now. And I wish so many years ago that I had the opportunity to say hi. Just to reach out to him and just say hi. If I knew that me and him would get along so well, and we were like kindred spirits where we both have a lot in common, man, this would never have escalated. It's just I asked him if we could start all over, and he said, yeah, we can. So this is my public apology. This is just going like out of control. It's not like a win-win situation. It's like a lose for everyone. Right now I'm turning back to win. And I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. Okay? Sometimes my personality is not that good. But Justin saw my character, and me and him, we get along. I would not talk about Justin Marc on my channel. It's not important anymore. Or the blog. Me and Justin, we're still in contact with each other. If we want to talk about stuff, give each other tips, or just say hi and stuff, like how you doing, he has a direct line to me, and I to him. And after all these years, we finally said hi to each other. He's just such a cool guy. He's such a cool guy, and I was like, fuck. What have I done? What has he done? It's almost like everyone misunderstood the situation. Nobody knew what was happening. It's almost like this whole thing it's like shocking to all of us. What's happening here? What's happening, right? Now it's over escalating, and we're all dumbfounded. Like, what's happening here? And I don't want it like that anymore. So this is my public apology. I posted on my YouTube. Dave Lee's, I retract his videos, and the beef is squash. Me and Dave Lee, I'm sure, and from what I hear from him, he says, yeah, no problem, right? He says, no problem. And he also thanked me for taking the first step. And he told me that it was very brave to be the first one to step in and be the peacemaker. So yeah, we don't have to be friends. We don't have to be enemies. We don't have to talk about each other. Yes, I will talk about RSD and other stuff like people, but not you guys. So yeah, I just want to say that's what I want to say. And this is my public apology, guys. And please do not judge any of us, all of us here. It's all just one big misunderstanding, and this is nothing that we ever wanted. Everyone has taken some damage. Everyone. It has become a lose. But let's just make this back to win, and forgive, and forgive. And just move on. So I'm taking the first step, this is the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do. I just want to say that, Justin, you're a cool guy. I can always recommend a few books that has really helped my business and stuff. And the thing is that, please, for his fans, support Justin Marc. You can't just you gotta show your support. And of course the fans support me, the fans. The thing is that you gotta help the people that you're fans with, support them, because they depend on your business. And that's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. If you don't, you understand, like, all of us have suffered during COVID-19, all of us. Nobody has ever been, unless you're Elon Musk or, Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, everyone else has suffered. And support the dating coaches that, you resonate with. That's my message, and everything is retracted. And I'm going to continue, like, for Dave Lee, after, he's going to take down the videos, no problem, he's cool with that. I'm going to keep looking for the post that, if there's anything with Justin, Marc, and him, I'm going to delete them all. Right now I'm on my phone, right? So this entire thing, I'm running the business on the phone, my laptop fried. But I'm going to go in there and find all the posts and find out how to delete them, wherever they are. I'm going to keep doing that afterwards, after all this is it should never have escalated this far. And that's all I want to say. Yeah, I'll keep in contact with you, Justin. And, feel free to reach out and talk to me. You're a cool person. And this is the real Johnny Lee. The guy, you guys have never seen this stuff. And I could have been on here just defending myself and showing all the student videos, calling me not, like, racist, and John's really caring of. Because for Justin, now that, you don't see him as, like, a person on the out tribe, you see him as the in tribe, or then now you see a different side to me. So that's how I treat people. It's very confusing to a lot of people. John has a aggressive personality on YouTube, but around his student, he's very caring. This is how I treat people. And Justin saw that, and he's like, wow, this is not the same Johnny Lee that I thought I knew. This side I don't show to the audience. This vulnerable, nice side. But this is, both sides are the real me, and I don't know why I act, like, aggressive and stuff, on YouTube. That's how I talk. And it does, people resonate with it. But however, this nice side is also part of me. And most people have never seen it, but I've seen this from Dave Lee, where I've seen this nice side, you know what I mean? A reasonable side. I've seen from Justin, Marc, a really human side. And, the real him. That's a really cool person. That's a person I really respect. That's somebody that's a good person, like a good heart. And none of us wants to hurt each other. Just he said, I didn't want to ruin your life, John. That was not my intention. And for my intention, it's not here to hurt his business or to say all these things. It was never my intention. So I publicly apologize. And that's all, guys. And this is a public apology. And yeah, everything should be fine. And yeah, everything's retracted. So anyways, Johnny Lee out. And that's all I want to say. Like, Johnny Lee, this is my apology. And I really wish it didn't escalate like this. It's a little bit, none of us wanted this. None of us. So, all right. This is the end of the video. And yes, I'm going to upload this. I'm going to show it to Dave Lee. I'm going to show it to Justin, Marc. Okay. And then everything should be back normal and business as usual. But please support the dating coaches that you resonate with from now on. I want to say to the people out there, if you resonate, please support us, because you have to. They depend on your support. That's all I say. This is a heartfelt message. They depend on your support. And yeah, so.